So our journey began when Bishop called me, seemingly out the blue, and he just kept talking about ownership. This was over a year ago in 2019, and at that time, opportunities were arising. We were thinking about investing in real estate, thinking about doing a rental property, or we were considering getting our own first home.
So finally one day, a client of ours comes through the door at work and she's telling me about this home, and she's like, you can buy our home. And it's in a neighborhood that's like 5 minutes from where we work. And it was perfect. I loved the neighborhood, wanted to be there. So we wanted to do a creative deal. And so we met with them, and they ended up not being able to do the deal. So then some time passed and another opportunity came open, and it was in the same neighborhood. The owner was in a situation where he could do the creative deal. So then we run it past Bishop, and he didn't like it. He wasn't okay with a large deposit that we would have had to pay, and it would have been non-refundable. But we were okay with it, but he wasn't. And when he said, if it were me, I wouldn't do it, that was enough for us.
Yeah.
So we walked away from the deal. Then we began looking at houses again. There's one of our clients is an agent, so he was constantly bringing us houses. But I so happened to find a home that we really liked, and I wanted to see, and he was able to get us in to see it the very next day. So we go to see the home, and we immediately know, okay, this is where we want to be. So we put an offer in that evening, and we went under contract the next day. We let Bishop know we are under contract. All said and done, the 25th of July was going to be the final closing date. July 21st, the lender calls and says they can't do it. They're going to back out. So they had even given us permission to put the utilities in our name, so that was already in our name. So the sellers now are furious. Everybody's furious because the lenders dragged us on, and they kept saying, we've done everything, but it was on the bank. So I went and laid down for about 30 minutes, got up, called another lender. Because Bishop has ministered before, this has happened to him. He got on the phone, went through the phone book, and picked the first one he saw, and they did the deal. So I get up, and I call a lender, one that we had reached out to before, and he had actually called me 3 weeks prior just to check in. So we called him, I told him exactly what happened, everything that happened, and he said, send me the loan estimate that you were given, and some other documents he wanted, just a few. And the next morning, he had a pre-qualification and loan, well actually that evening we had a pre-qual going out to the agents.
And everybody could see our resolve in it. We didn't let them see a sweat. We just held on to the word that we were given from the pulpit, and we just stayed strong. We ended up speaking with Bishop that same night when we got denied, and we moved forward with the things that he told us, and then we got off the phone and he texted us favor miracles, and that was the word that we held on to follow through the whole process.
So we get that word, favor miracles. We knew immediately this is a prophetic word and this is for us. So we both get in agreement with that immediately. That's what we standing on. So the loan estimate comes through that night. The interest rate is now 2.75%. The original loan estimate from the previous lender was 4.75%. So we're now from 4.75 down to 2.75. So
all these things came after the word that we got. And we were able to, in 2.5 weeks, close on the house. And God gets all the glory. It was a $459,000 home, 3,210 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 3 floors, and jacuzzi tub with the jets that you like. And it's just beautiful. Hardwood floors that are almost brand new, and it's just amazing. And even with that decision, we checked in with Bishop. Anytime that we're making a major life choice, we always just take a moment to just see what the man of God has to say. And that's just how we do it. That's part of our connection. That's part of the covenant we have in Mount Gilead. We go share what we're working on with the man of God, and we trust the words that he says, and it has never failed. And we just thank God for his leadership and his obedience to his call and all the help that he's given us.
And we know that that word, favor miracles, we caught it across the pulpit. It will pay our house off. So we're still standing on that to get this paid off.